it's the co-benefits that sets enhanced rock weathering apart as a very attractive climate solution. Soil improvement, because we're using silicate rock, you also have silica being released from the weathering process, which can be taken up by crops to strengthen cell walls, making them more pest resilient. Not only aids in the fight against climate change, but also supports food security by enhancing crop production and crop health, being shown to boost biodiversity in this field. So lots of co-benefits. I'm happy to talk more about it.
I think that really covers a lot.
This is Bite Size Climate Tech, Season 2.
Because today I have Xinran with me, who is a chief scientist in one of my favorite companies in the UK called Undo. What they're doing is they use enhanced rock weathering to remove CO2 from the atmosphere.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction. So I am the head of science and research for Undo, a carbon dioxide removal company. And as such, today I oversee the development of our measurement reporting verification process, deployment of our field trials, and then broader than that, also development of our geochemical model that enables us to kind of predict rock weathering in our fields out to multi-decade scales. And then another really critical element of the science team delivery is quantifying the co-benefits of enhanced rock weathering, which is what we're going to talk about today.
Yes, thank you for helping me to get to that point. So what I really like about enhanced rock weathering as a pathway is it creates a lot of co-benefits.
I'll start by talking a little bit about enhanced rock weathering. It's a climate change mitigation strategy that leverages the natural process of rock weathering to capture and store atmospheric carbon dioxide on a significant scale, with the potential of going up to multi-gigaton scale removals. And you do so by grinding up silicate rock, such as basalt, and spreading that finely ground particle over large areas of agricultural land. Enhanced rock weathering can then accelerate the natural chemical reactions and then binding the CO2 into stable carbonate minerals or bicarbonate solutions. It's an innovative approach offering a very promising pathway to reduce greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere. It has the potential to contribute significantly to the global carbon reduction targets. So I always describe enhanced rock weathering as this win-win-win solution, because industry byproduct using existing land and infrastructures to spread it, you capture large quantities of CO2, and it has a myriad of co-benefits. Then finally, once the weathering product reaches the ocean, where it's ultimately locked away for geological time, so that's 100,000 plus years, it can also help to mitigate some ocean acidification when at the end. So it's kind of like buy three, get one free kind of deal. For beyond its primary goals of carbon sequestration, it's the co-benefits that sets enhanced rock weathering apart as a very attractive climate solution. I should say one of the most significant of the co-benefits is the potential for soil improvement. So weathering process, as it takes place in the soil, is increasing the soil pH, which allows plants to more efficiently use nutrients in the soil. And then in addition, as the rock is breaking down, as the minerals are being weathered, it's releasing more nutrients into the soil to replenish of what's used up, improving soil health and potentially increasing agricultural yields. Because we're using silicate rock, you also have silica being released from the weathering process, which can be taken up by crops to strengthen cell walls, making them more pest resilient. So this aspect of enhanced rock weathering, not only aids in the fight against climate change, but also supports food security by enhancing crop production and crop health, being shown to boost biodiversity in this field. So lots of co-benefits. I'm happy to talk more about it.
I think that really covers a lot. Buy three, get one free one is the new metaphor. So basically the three key benefits: the carbon sequestration, co-benefit, and something into the ocean. And what else?
I think it's like 3-win scenario. First of all, you don't have to go out there and crush your rock, right? There's already a aggregate industry that exists which quarries basalt in the multi-gigaton scale, and they crush it down for use in roads and buildings. But the fraction that they don't really have a use for is the sub 4 mil basalt, which is exactly what we need for enhanced rock weathering. So very fine stuff that they don't need is what we need. So you don't have to exert any energy to get the material. So having a existing byproduct is a big win. And then the next big win, I think, is don't need to build new roads or infrastructures to get that rock onto the farmland. Could you use standard road transport and standard machinery that farmers already have to spread it on farmland? And then, of course, carbon dioxide removal is the biggest win for the planet. But then the co-benefits is the fourth big win. So boost to soil health, improvements to yield, and then reversing some of the effects of ocean acidification. These are the 4 big winners.
Yeah, I get it. So feedstock, existing infrastructure, carbon sequestration, and finally, that's almost like the icing on the cake. That's the co-benefit.
Sure.
That's what makes it shine as a business model and what makes it better for the whole world. And that's what you just nicely explain as the co-benefit, increasing soil health and get nutrients into the soil. Out of curiosity, how is it going to benefit the ocean?
Yeah, great question. So as the bicarbonate and the cations, which are released from enhanced rock weathering, gets into the ocean, which is the final resting place. So some small fraction of the CO2 will be outgassed. That's because the bicarbonate is going to precipitate into calcium carbonate, but that chemical reaction actually causes the ocean to become more alkaline. So therefore, it's reversing ocean acidification in that respect.
Oh, that's super cool.
How would you explain this to an 8-year-old?
Plants are just like us. They need food, water, and a comfortable environment to live in. And the plants get water from the rain, they get food from the soil nutrient, and they're comfortable in certain temperatures and certain soil conditions, much like us. So if the soil conditions are not just right, even if there's lots of food in the soil, the plant is just not eating well. And all the while, the climate is getting hotter, which is making the plant uncomfortable. Then, as the plant grows, it needs to eat more and more nutrients from the soil. And there's only so much to start with. So that's where this rock dust comes in. So rock dust is full of nutrients, which unfortunately, that nutrient needs to be unlocked by water. So I would describe that like cereal. So on its own, it's very crunchy. You add some liquid to cereal, it makes it easier to chew up, and it's just perfect for the plants. And the rock dust then breaks down, releasing delicious nutrients into the soil for the plants to eat. Better still, the rock is releasing nutrients. Not the rock is releasing nutrients. It's also making the soil a more pleasant place for the plants to live. Not just the plant, but other animals, big and small, living around the plant. Overall, it's improving the habitat. And this is also something that Earth does for us all the time anyway. And we're just trying to lend Earth a helping hand by accelerating this process, because many hands make light work. And best of all, as this rock dust is releasing nutrient, it's also helping to cool the planet, making it a nicer, happier place for all living things, including us, to live.
Such a beautiful concept. I would say that the rock dust is like, you have a guardian angel who's looking after us, and then the rock dust is like the fairy dust spread it. Fairy dust. So the rock dust is like the fairy dust that the guardian angels is looking after our planet. And then you do as a company or people who are also doing enhanced rock weathering is trying to help them with this concept. And by doing so, you basically make the plants more happier, make their life better, and eventually help us to live in a more healthier and happier planet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we have the question that's left from the last guest.
So my question is, there's always a lot of discussions around climate change mitigation. What are some good solutions in climate change adaptation that we feel that we can progress as a society that will help us?
Super good
Fantastic question. I don't know if I could, cheat a little bit here and actually offer up enhanced rock weathering as a great climate adaptation strategy as well. Because, enhanced rock weathering is being shown to improve soil structure, soil fertility, but also contribute to water retention and efficiency in crop systems. Managing and controlling our water consumption is really going to be critical in the future in a radically changing climate world. So I think enhanced rock weathering actually offers also a great climate adaptation technique. But bit of a cheat though.
That's
perfectly into my wheelhouse.
Yes, I didn't understand this whole thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, ERW, enhanced rock weathering, offers drought resistance to crops and reduces flash flooding, making the crop more water retentive. I think is a great climate resilience technology as well as carbon dioxide removal technology.
Exactly. So now you get to leave a question for the next guest.
My question for the next guest is, what do you think is the single biggest thing an individual can do to help fight climate change?
Ooh, individual level. Thanks so much for coming to the show. And
Expressed by our guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect